Can the U.S. safeguard its dollar? Dollar hegemony faces a looming threat, primarily from BRICS nations. Their plan to establish a decentralized financial system directly challenges the dollar's dominance. Yet, is this transition straightforward? What does the roadmap entail, and how has the U.S. responded? Let's find out. In a departure from the established norms of the international monetary system, the BRICS Economic Alliance is poised to unveil a revolutionary strategy aimed at reshaping global finance. With discussions underway within the BRICS Group and the BRICS Business Council, anticipation is mounting regarding implementing a decentralized financial system, a move with far-reaching implications for the hegemony of the U.S. dollar. For decades, the U.S. dollar has reigned supreme as the world's primary reserve currency, bolstered by the Bretton Woods Agreement and subsequent petrodollar arrangements. However, concerns over the risks associated with dollar dependency and the weaponization of sanctions have prompted a growing chorus of dissent among emerging economies. The BRICS bloc, comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, stands at the forefront of a global push to challenge the greenback's dominance. But how will the decentralized financial system be established? At the forefront of the BRICS Economic Alliance's efforts to challenge the dominance of the U.S. dollar stands the proposed decentralized financial system, a bold and innovative initiative poised to reshape the global financial landscape. Known as the UNIT, this visionary project represents a departure from traditional centralized banking models, harnessing the power of blockchain technology to create a more transparent, secure, and inclusive financial infrastructure. The UNIT's overarching goal is to establish a decentralized financial ecosystem that empowers individuals, businesses, and governments to conduct transactions with greater autonomy and efficiency. At its core, the UNIT seeks to address the inherent limitations and vulnerabilities of the existing financial system, including excessive reliance on intermediaries, high transaction costs, and susceptibility to fraud and manipulation. By leveraging blockchain technology, a distributed ledger system that records transactions across multiple nodes in a tamper-proof manner, the UNIT aims to eliminate the need for centralized clearinghouses and intermediaries. This decentralized approach reduces transaction costs and enhances security and transparency, mitigating fraud risk and ensuring financial transaction integrity. Moreover, the UNIT seeks to introduce a new international currency that is recognized in regulatory standards at the national level, thereby reducing direct dependency on the U.S. dollar and promoting financial sovereignty among BRICS nations. This currency, issued decentralized and anchored by a combination of gold and the currencies of BRICS countries, represents a tangible step towards establishing a more equitable and resilient global monetary system. Let's talk about its few features to understand it better. Central to the UNIT's architecture, it uses blockchain technology to facilitate peer-to-peer transactions without intermediaries. Transactions conducted on the UNIT platform are recorded on a distributed ledger, accessible to all network participants, and cannot be altered or tampered with retroactively. This ensures the integrity and immutability of financial records, thereby reducing the risk of fraud and manipulation. In addition to facilitating peer-to-peer transactions, the UNIT also aims to provide a wide range of financial services, including cross-border payments, remittances, and asset tokenization. Through smart contracts, self-executing contracts with predefined conditions encoded into the blockchain, the UNIT enables automated and secure transactions, eliminating the need for costly and time-consuming intermediaries. Furthermore, the UNIT is designed to integrate seamlessly with traditional banking infrastructures and modern digital banking forms, promoting interoperability and financial inclusion. Whether accessing the UNIT through a traditional bank account or a digital wallet, users can enjoy the benefits of a decentralized financial ecosystem that prioritizes security, transparency, and accessibility. And what's the roadmap? While the UNIT is still in the development and testing phase, significant progress has been made towards its implementation. The BRICS countries are discussing with the BRICS Business Council to finalize the unit's technical specifications and regulatory framework to make it official policy by 2025. Key milestones in the implementation roadmap include establishing a decentralized network infrastructure, developing user-friendly interfaces and applications, and adopting regulatory standards to ensure compliance with national and international laws. Additionally, ongoing research and development efforts are focused on enhancing the unit platform's scalability, interoperability, and security, paving the way for widespread adoption and acceptance. As the unit moves closer to becoming a reality, the world watches with anticipation, recognizing the potential of decentralized finance to transform the global financial landscape. By challenging the hegemony of the US dollar and promoting financial sovereignty among BRICS nations, the unit represents a beacon of hope for a more equitable, inclusive, and resilient international monetary system. But why is the decline of the US dollar a center of attention? What's the background? Over the decades, a constellation of factors has upheld the dollar's hegemony, including the widespread adoption of dollar-denominated contracts in global trade, the dominance of US-based financial institutions, and the ubiquity of the SWIFT payment system. As a result, the dollar's role extends far beyond its function as a medium of exchange, encompassing its use as a unit of account, store of value, and vehicle currency for international transactions. Here's a reminder to please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Africa's geopolitics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. Despite its entrenched position, the dollar-centric international monetary system has recently become increasingly scrutinized. Critics argue that dollar hegemony poses systemic risks, including the potential for financial contagion and the weaponization of sanctions. The United States' ability to impose unilateral sanctions on foreign entities by restricting access to the dollar-based financial system has raised concerns about the abuse of economic power and the erosion of sovereign autonomy. Moreover, the dollar's privileged status has contributed to imbalances in the global economy, with the United States running persistent trade deficits and accumulating unsustainable debt levels. The exorbitant privilege afforded to the United States as the issuer of the world's primary reserve currency has enabled it to finance its consumption and investment through the issuance of treasury bonds, effectively exporting inflation to its trading partners. In response to these challenges, there has been a growing chorus of calls for reforming the international monetary system and diversifying away from dollar dependency. Emerging economies, in particular, have sought alternatives to mitigate their exposure to external shocks and assert greater control over their monetary policies. The rise of digital currencies, blockchain technology, and decentralized finance has opened new avenues for innovation and experimentation in global finance. As the BRICS Economic Alliance prepares to launch a decentralized financial system, it signals a seismic shift in the balance of power in international finance. By challenging the hegemony of the US dollar and promoting financial sovereignty among its member nations, BRICS aims to reshape the contours of global economic governance and foster a more inclusive and resilient international monetary system. Overall, what are BRICS' efforts to challenge dollar dominance, and how big is the recent move? Since its inception in 2009, the BRICS Economic Alliance has become a potent force in global affairs, representing some of the world's largest emerging economies. Comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, the bloc seeks to promote cooperation, economic development, and geopolitical influence on the international stage. Central to its agenda is pursuing greater autonomy and resilience in the face of global economic uncertainties, including the dominance of the US dollar in the international monetary system. The BRICS countries have long recognized the inherent risks and vulnerabilities of dollar hegemony. As exporters of commodities and recipients of foreign investment, they are acutely aware of the potential for external shocks to disrupt their economies and undermine their development aspirations. Against this backdrop, BRICS has embarked on several initiatives to challenge the status quo and forge alternative pathways to economic prosperity. One of the earliest manifestations of BRICS cooperation in the financial realm was the establishment of currency swap agreements among member countries. These agreements, which enable central banks to exchange their national currencies directly, serve as a bulwark against currency volatility and enhance financial stability in times of crisis. BRICS nations reduce their exposure to external shocks and bolster their monetary sovereignty by circumventing the need for dollar intermediation. Building upon this foundation, BRICS took a significant step forward by creating the new development bank NDB in 2014. Headquartered in Shanghai, China, the NDB serves as a multilateral development institution aimed at financing infrastructure and sustainable development projects in emerging economies. By providing an alternative source of funding outside the traditional Western-dominated institutions, such as the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund (IMF), the NDB enhances BRICS' collective bargaining power and promotes greater financial inclusivity on the global stage. In addition to the NDB, BRICS established the Contingent Reserve Arrangement (CRA) as a mechanism to provide liquidity support to member countries facing balance of payments crisis. Modeled after the IMF's standby arrangements, the CRA enables BRICS nations to access emergency funding without resorting to the stringent conditionalities typically associated with Western-led bailout programs. This initiative strengthens financial cooperation among BRICS countries and sends a powerful signal to the international community about the bloc's commitment to self-reliance and mutual assistance. However, the latest action, the proposed launch of a decentralized financial system, represents the most ambitious challenge yet to the US dollar's dominance. Dubbed the Unit, this groundbreaking initiative aims to revolutionize international trade and transactions by introducing a new transactional unit backed by a decentralized blockchain technology network. Now the question is, has the US reacted to this new attack on dollar hegemony? Unsurprisingly, the prospect of a decentralized financial system challenging the dominance of the US dollar has raised eyebrows in Washington and other Western capitals. The United States has long benefited from its privileged position as the issuer of the world's primary reserve currency, leveraging its economic power to advance its geopolitical interests. In response to the BRICS initiative, the United States and its Western allies will seek to undermine or discredit the proposed decentralized financial system, portraying it as a threat to global stability or an avenue for illicit activities. Moreover, they will resort to diplomatic, economic, or regulatory measures to impede the adoption and acceptance of the alternative international currency proposed by BRICS. However, the rise of a decentralized financial system championed by BRICS has the potential to reshape global power dynamics, creating new opportunities for emerging economies to assert themselves on the world stage. By reducing their dependence on Western-dominated financial institutions and currencies, BRICS nations can diversify their funding sources and strengthen their bargaining power in international negotiations. Do you think this action was much needed? How would it impact the developing nations? Let us know in the comments section if you think BRICS is on the right track for ending dollar dominance. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: African politics, economy, and increasing power. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Like and share the video, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our African videos. It's the best way to support us.